Welcome in, everybody. Josh here from 8-Bit Goonies. It's been a little while, but very excited. Wanted to jump on tonight and crack some packs and just do a little story time video. So I haven't opened up Magic in a while. Last Magic I opened was Dragons of Tarkir. The last Magic product I've bought anything of was Dragons of Tarkir. So what was that? It's been like a year or more, longer. I haven't played any Magic in that time. I'm I love Magic. I still think it's the greatest game. I've talked about that a lot. So I'm not backing off of that by any means. I still love Magic. I've been kind of itching to play it, and then Lorwyn came out, and I thought, you know what? Let's get some product. So first off, I did crack one collector's booster and one pack. I bought those the other day, and that kind of got the itch going, right? And I wanted to open some more. Um, I just wanted to talk a little bit too about why and where Magic is for me personally. I miss it, but I don't miss it. Everything that has, let's do, there we go. Everything that's been coming out, all this Universes Beyond stuff has been very frustrating. Ever since I should be the target market, right? Um, for a lot of this stuff. I am a comic book fan. As you can see up here, I've got tons of comics. I love my comics. There's Turtles 2 and Turtles 3, the original issues up there. I have no interest in the Magic Turtles. Final Fantasy. I grew up. I played Final Fantasy 1 on the Nintendo at my buddy Lucas's basement when we were kids. I have vivid memories of that. That was an amazing game. I played Final Fantasy 7 in 97. I was home from college. It was my first year of college in 97, 98, whatever that. I think it was Christmas of 97, I want to say. I came home for Christmas, picked up my copy of Final Fantasy 7, and um oh, that's not well, there we go. Um yeah, picked up my copy of Final Fantasy 7 and we were off to the races. Absolutely adored that game. Um Marvel, I'm not a big fan of the films. In fact, just to keep you up to where I am with Marvel, I didn't see the first Iron Man movie till years after it came out. I watched it. I really liked it. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a fantastic movie. But I don't know. I've seen. I liked Winter Soldier, but I've only seen maybe three or four of the Marvel movies. I saw the first part of Endgame, but I never saw the second. That's how interested I was in it. Um, I've got original Iron Man's up there. I've got. What do I got? Captain America's, early Iron Man. I've read. I've been reading Marvel since I was a kid. Wolverine. I got Wolverine one of the miniseries. Wolverine of the regular series number one. The symbiote Spider-Man original web of up there. I've got tons of comics. I've been collecting. In fact, I collected comics before I collected sports cards. Back in the '80s, I was collecting comics. So again, I should be the target market for these Universes Beyond. I haven't bought a single pack or product of any of it, and I'm not going to. I honestly have no interest in Turtles. I'm not playing Standard. I'm not playing. The only thing I've got my couple Commander decks. If I'm gonna play, I'll probably play Pauper, and I'll probably play a little bit of Commander. I really am enjoying Riftbound. I've got my Riftbound binder. I've made 3 Riftbound decks now. I've got the Darius Hook deck, which has kind of fallen off, but it's still very, very fun deck to play. I have a very good Victor deck, and of course, I've got a Kaisa deck. I happen to pull all the Kaisa stuff. I pulled 2 Time Warps. I pulled 3 of the Kaisa 4 drops. So, really enjoying that game. I haven't been playing as nearly as much as I'd like, but I plan on playing a lot of it here shortly. Um, but yeah, I am just really stoked to have real Magic on the shelf again. I picked up some One Piece. Honestly, I built a One Piece deck. I haven't even played it yet, but I did buy a box of OP13 before it went all crazy, and pulled enough to build a. I don't even know what it's called. The black deck, the Dawn, or I don't know. I don't even know where it is. I put it away. I haven't even played it, but yeah, we'll give it a go one of these days. But yeah, Riftbound is going to be, I think, my main game moving forward that I play. But I'll always come back to Magic. So let's go down to the board. We're going to go down here. We're going to crack 9 booster bundles. I'll show you what else I pulled out of my collector booster. Yeah, let's see what we get out of here, and we'll just chat and talk about where we are with everything here. So what we'll do is go down to the board here. I'm just going to move the mic a little bit there. Here we are. So, Lorwyn Eclipsed. Let's, oh, before I do that, though, just push that back. Still got some good Pokemon. Haven't sold all my Pokemon. So yeah, like I said, I bought 1 collector booster and 1 regular booster the other day. The regular booster box, I was able to pull a Steam Fence from. So that's always a winner when you get a fetch land. Then from the collector's booster, it was one of the best boxes I've pulled, or packs I've pulled. So we've got the water shaper. I don't have my glasses. I've been wearing glasses, guys. I'm having trouble reading. I gotta do these numbers. Getting old, man. The Brigid, whatever. Cool artwork. Then the hits, we got the Abundant Countryside, the Moon Shadow, which, again, I will probably be trading or selling that. Probably trading it for some store credit because I don't play Modern or any format where that's relevant, but I do see the value of a 1-drop. And then I pulled this beauty, this full art foil overgrown tomb. So that all came out of 1 pack. Pretty happy with that, to be honest. So I honestly would have bought more Riftbound, to be perfectly honest, but it's not available. Now, as far as getting product, I know a lot of people are upset with Riftbound. A lot of people are upset with not being able to get product, and that's completely understandable. But as I always preach on this channel, build them ships, relationships. Get to know your LGS, get to know your store owners. You take care of them, they take care of you. I haven't been playing as nearly as much, so I didn't expect a ton, but I was able to get myself 4 boxes of Origins, and I've got 3 boxes already paid for of Spirit Forge. So I will be playing. Oh, and I will be playing. Okay. I will be cracking a bunch of that. So I'll open those boxes on the channel here. I got 3 at least coming. Some more. Ooh, I like that. That's a pretty looking little die. Very nice. All right, booster bundle. So what are we getting here? I think we get 9 play boosters. And then, are these all the same, or do you get a random something in here? Let's have a look. Kin binding. So I don't know if that's the same in every pack. And then probably another pack of lands. We won't even bother with that. Toss those off to the side. And let's crack this. So, Lorwyn. Everybody loves Lorwyn, right? I sure do. Boy, I think Lorwyn, the original Lorwyn was actually no pull tabs on these guys either. The original Lorwyn, ooh, they open nice though. I like that. Was one of my favorites. I loved it. And Thoughtseize, still to this day, is one of my favorite cards of all time. So, Yeah, we won't spend too much time on the little stuff. We'll just go through the Trapper, Thirst for Identity, Walk Roaster, Perfect Intimidation. Hey, there's the big Oko, right? I don't know if this guy's going to be playable or not. Let's have a look at him here. So, at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a forest. If you do, transform Oko. He's a 3-drop planeswalker for 3. Up to 1 target creature gains all creature types. That's not bad. You can get up to 5 really quick. And then you get +1 him. Target creature gets -2, -0 till next turn. Well, he's certainly no Oko of Eldraine, is he? Now, on the backside, so to flip him, you just have to pay 1 force on your upkeep. And then he becomes the Shadowmoor Scion. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a island if you do transform Oko. -1 mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. That's pretty darn good. Create 2. He does make elk. So I know nothing. I've gone into this pretty blind. The only thing I've done from this is I have done 2 drafts on Arena. Just to kind of get some play in. And then the big one is -6. Choose creature type. You get an emblem with creatures you control of the chosen type. Get +3/+3 and have vigilance and hexproof. So he's gonna have to sit on the board a long time. I don't know that it's very good, but it's an Oko, right? So there's our mythic. That's probably our hit here. But we'll keep going and see what we get. This guy's actually, he was not bad in draft. He gets you that life gain, and menace is always nice. There's some alternate artwork. Pretty nice. I do like the alternate, some of the alternate artworks. Pretty cool. Let's pin it. Hey, there's a kin binding, and I've got a kin binding. So we've got multiple kin bindings. Obviously, that card's not worth anything, I don't believe. Yeah. Not that I want any, anymore. Value of cards mean nothing really. It's more. It's not Pokemon, where you pull that big $600,000 hit. Here we're hoping for just playable cards, just something playable. I can throw in 1 or 2 of my Sapling Nursery, Scuzzback Scrounger. Hey, there's a 3 rare pack. That ain't too bad at all. We got the Scuzzback Scrounger. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may blight 1. If you do, create a treasure token. Lorwyn, the Imperfect Naturalist. When Lorwyn enters mill 4 cards, then you may put a creature or land card from among the mill cards on top of your library. 2 and 3, tap, discard a land, create a 1/1 black and green worm token for each land card in your graveyard. It's a legendary, it's a 2-drop 1/3. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. And then affinity for force, ooh, it's an 8-drop, but affinity. Landfall, whenever land you control. Oh, this actually, I actually pulled this in my draft, and it won me 1 game. It's not a terrible card. I don't know if it's going to do, obviously I don't think it's going to do anything in standard or anything, but for draft, it was not bad. Not bad. I am going to do a draft possibly tomorrow. Actually, I think it's Friday. My LGS is going to do a draft, Lorwyn draft. I think I will pop down and participate. So I'll probably do a video just to let you know how we did there. Hey, there's one of those elements, or elementals rather. Emptiness. I did pull the blue-black, the Demir elemental in my draft, and that was a doozy when you play that and get to play 5 mana's worth of value off the top of your opponent's library. When this creature enters, if 2 white, 2 plains were spent to cast it, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. When this creature enters, if 2 black or 2 swamps were spent to cast it, put 3 1/1 counters on up to 1 target creature. And winnowing. Convoke. 4/6 sorcery. For each player, you choose a creature that player controls. Then each player sacrifices all other creatures they control that don't share a creature type. So again, very creature type heavy with the spells. I was a little bummed, obviously, with the fairy love, right? Fairies are awesome. Again, Thoughtseize is still one of my favorite cards, one of my favorite artworks. Love that card. There's nothing quite like that. Although I forget what it's called, but the new Bitter Blossom replacement, the creature, that's pretty cool. I do say that is pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think of this art style? Let me know down below. I think it's pretty cool. I do like it. I kind of dig it. Slumbering Walker. Let's have a look. This creature enters with 2 -1/1 counters on it at the beginning of your end step. This is kind of the running gimmick in this set as well, is they come in with the 2 negs on it, the 2 negative counters that you can sorry, let me just do this here. There we are. The 2 negative counters on it. Oh man. Sorry guys, just trying to get this set up. There we go. That's what we want. And then you can have, remove them with some ability or trick. At the beginning of your end step, you may remove a counter from this creature. When you do, return target creature card with 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, anyway, still playing my classic commanders. I've got 2 that are. Hey, look, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's Lorwyn to me right there. That's a Thoughtseize artwork. How cool is that? Love it. Dig it. Totally dig it. Not as powerful as Thoughtseize, certainly, but not terrible. Alright, what are we gonna get here? Champion of the Path. Has an additional cost to the spell. Behold an elemental and exile it. Whenever another elemental you control enters, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. Well, that's a 7/3 for 4. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled creature. Wow. So that's interesting. 7/3 for 4. That gives you the ability when these ETBs when they enter. So an elemental deck. I don't know. Aurora Awakener, another mythic. Trample. Vivid. When this creature enters, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X permanent cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Put any number of those permanent cards into the battle or onto the battlefield. Wow. So it is a 7/7 for 7. Wow. That seems very powerful. Does that not seem very powerful to you guys? I know it's expensive. I don't know where to find a home, but boy. I guess if you're casting a spell for 7 mana though, these days, it probably should win the game for you, right? That's like the rule of thumb. There has to be, yeah, that makes sense. If you if you resolve a 7 mana spell, you probably should win the game. My opponent had this in the draft earlier, and he was bouncing it back to his hand and then recasting it. Brutal. Lost that one. Another Scuzzback. Well, that was a bummer of a pack. Goblins Goblins trying to make a comeback. It was one of my first powerful decks, was Goblins, back in early 2000s with Goblin Pile Drivers and that deck. Tweeze. Another one of those. Boy, getting some repeats in here. That kind of sucks. Too bad it's not repeats of some bangers or some shocklands. Haven't seen a shockland yet. There's the Dream Caesar. What does the Dream Caesar do? 3/2. When this creature enters, you may blight one. If you do, each opponent discards a card. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Rhymefire Torque. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. When a permanent you control of the chosen type enters, put a charge counter on this artifact. Remove 3 charge counters from this artifact. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Yeah. In Blaze Epiphany. Deals its next spell. When that creature dies this turn, exile a number of cards from the top of your library equal to its power and choose an exile card this way. And play till next turn. Okay, that's kind of a different take on a fireball spell. That's kind of cool. And that's it, guys. That is our box. Nothing to write home about at all. Emptiness. And Oko. Yeah. How many mythics did we get here? What do we get? We got Aurora Awakener. Emptiness. And Oko. 3 mythics. So, yeah. All right, come back up. We'll finish off with a little chat. So, yeah, just wanted to crack that. It's always fun to open some packs. This feels like Magic to me, and that's important. I don't want to knock Universes Beyond. I understand it's... I do want to knock... Fuck Universes Beyond, honestly. I really am bummed with Hasbro and the direction they've gone. That's the bottom line. I know they're making money, hand over fist. They say obviously it's their biggest It's the only thing keeping Hasbro alive. Is Magic. I just feel that they are just ringing. I still have my reserve list cards. I've got my good stuff. I've got up here what I got: Gwendolyn and All Hallows Eve. I love the old stuff. I'm just worried about the stewards of the game. I understand people like Gavin and stuff like that are good for the game. But it's like we're churning players now. It used to be you had a crew, a group. Last time I went to Commander Night. I didn't play, but I went into an LGS, my LGS where I played religiously for years. And they play every Friday night, and I went in just to, I forget what I was even doing there. I think I was trading some stuff in for Riftbound or picking up some Riftbound, something like that. So this was a few months back. I didn't recognize one single person in the shop on that Friday night. That's weird, so it's just a churn. It's all new faces. It's all new people, and they get their fix, and then I don't know that they come back. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll keep you updated. I'll play some Draft Friday night. I'm gonna play some Riftbound coming up. Cracking some Riftbound boxes soon. So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you soon.